sponsor, Greg Niblock, attorney and founder of Niblock and Associates. And today it is part 2 of how bankruptcy can actually be the first step to re-establishing good credit.
Yes, ma'am.
Good
How you
Greg.
doing?
Good.
Fabulous.
For folks who didn't see part 1, why don't we kind of review for them
Just
a
do
little
a
bit?
quick recap.
Yeah.
Yes, you can have good credit after bankruptcy. And bankruptcy may be the quickest way to reestablish your good credit. And if you're having debt problems and need to file bankruptcy, your credit score may not be the most important thing at the time.
Right.
You need to do what you need to do. And if you do nothing to fix your debt problems, it's going to stay with you at least 7 years, because every negative event stays on your credit report for 7 years. So to file bankruptcy kind of restarts that.
Right. 7, if not even 10 years in some cases, right?
Right. And the type of bankruptcy that you file, whether it's 7 or 13, affects your credit score the same. However, a 13 will stay on your credit report for 7 years, and Chapter 7, 10 years. Okay,
so that's the difference
there.
That's
the difference.
And I like what you said. Maybe your credit isn't the thing to focus on right now when you're trying to get out of bankruptcy.
Right.
Right. So now let's talk about that.
Okay, so now you've received your discharge, and you should be in a much better position than when you originally filed, because you've got your fresh start. So when you file bankruptcy and receive your discharge, all your credit lines should show 0 balance due, discharge and bankruptcy.
Right.
Also, your debt-to-income ratio should be much better, because you've wiped away all of your dischargeable debt, which should be like doctor bills, credit cards, things of that name, maybe a deficiency after repossession. So you're in a much better position to handle any debt that you have. So one thing you should do is consider, what debt do you have after bankruptcy. Of course, if you had student loans, my goodness, you shook the hands of the devil, and you're not getting rid of that until you pay it off.
Right.
So
So there are some debts that stick around even after bankruptcy is filed. Okay,
yes.
And that's one of those.
That's one of them. And then you've got any debt that you reaffirmed, whether it's a mortgage on your home, or maybe your vehicle, or maybe you had a furniture note or something like that that you're keeping and paying for that you had beforehand.
Right.
So what you need to do is be sure to make timely payments on that. And then get your student loans back in a position to where you can pay them.
Right.
Because, like I said, it's not going away.
Yeah.
And there
Very
you go.
good. And they'll work with you on those. I mean, they will.
The student loan folks,
those can go on.
You need to talk to them to get it lined up. But because if you don't talk to them, it's just going to get bad. So talk to them, do the things you need to do to get it back on course. Okay,
now we need to start building good credit,
exactly.
And would you suggest get a credit card?
Well, yes, and people say,
be smart.
That's the thing. Be smart. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Now, right after you get out of bankruptcy, and if you don't owe anything, you really do, in my personal opinion, need to have some sort of a credit card just to buy gas, to rent a car, to go to a hotel, or anything like that. Plus, you want to have something that is going to show the credit reporting agencies that, yes, you do have some credit, and that you're exercising it wisely and you're timely paying it back. So if you don't have a credit card of some sort, you need to get one. And you can get a very small balance one, or maybe a secured credit card where you deposit $300 or $400, and guess what your credit limit is? It's $300 or $400.
Exactly. That's smart.
But it still is reported to the credit reporting agencies as an unsecured debt that's being paid timely.
Okay, and you've said buying a car is maybe a good idea.
Right.
Not a big sports car.
Right. Get a reasonable car, and of course, your interest rate may be high, but if your credit was messed up before, it was going to be extremely high to begin with. So go ahead and know that. And you might consider a cosigner.
Right.
But please, don't bite off more than you can chew, because if you don't pay it back on time, you're going to hurt not only yourself, but the person who signed the line. So yes, be very, very wary of that.
Okay, I think we're going to have to wrap it right there, Greg. More information, though, and what they need to do is just contact your office.
Right, we'll be happy to talk them through it.
I mean, I know it seems like a scary thing, bankruptcy, and it's going to be with me forever, but there is certainly a future after that, and that's really what it's for.
That's right, a fresh start.
Thank you, Greg. There's the information on your screen. Nibblocklaw.com is the website.